Hey guys, some of you have been asking me about Hero, asking me how is Hero doing? Well, Hero's doing really good. Look at him. Hola. Hero, say hi. Say hi. He's playing now, and he also has teeth now. Look at him. He's just a little tough little guy. Still a tiny little guy. Tomorrow he's gonna be. Oh, tomorrow I'm gonna have him for 2 weeks. And he was 15 days, so he's like 6 weeks now, I guess. hmm And he is a happy guy. Look at him. Just a little sweetheart. He's a little tough guy, Chihuahua. That's why he looks smaller than what he is. But he's cool. Yes, he's been drinking from a bottle. Oh, and he has teeth now. Let me show you guys his teeth before I get into the topic. There we go, sweetheart. There's his little teeth. Hold on. Show everyone your little teeth. He's such a tough guy. All right. So I'm getting a question from a lot of you guys, and also buying here in the Dominican Republic, and since quarantine. And yes, things have gotten a little bit cheaper. At first, I noticed that the rent was going down a little bit by, $50. And then I notice now that apartments are selling a lot. There's a lot of people wanting to sell now. Are they going down in price? Some, absolutely. Absolutely. Hola, Key. How are you? Christopher Jet. Many blessings to you too. So, guys, I've been noticing that the apartments now are for sale, and apartments before that were for sale a long time, like, well, before the quarantine. People weren't so quick to like want to negotiate. They were like, no, no, because just to let you know, this is a buyer's market, not a seller's market. So if you're going to be buying something and you're thinking you're going to flip it easily, that usually doesn't happen. Everybody and their grandmother is, they're always looking for a good deal. I had a woman contact me the other day, and God bless her soul, she's a loyal subscriber, and stuff of that nature. But I had to tell her that I wasn't able to work with her because she contacted me and she said, hi, my budget is 350 and I would like a place on the beach, a 2 bedroom, 2 bathroom, and all the amenities. And I was like, oh, well, I'm not like, I could probably find you that for a 1 bedroom on the beach for like, just a little over 700 a month. Like what she was asking for. And she got back to me and she's like, oh, okay. And I said, but I can't really fulfill all that wish list for you. And she said, oh, I guess I'm just used to the resort living. So I gave her an option for a 2 bedroom, 1 bathroom overlooking Sosua, Playa Sosua, $150 a month, even maid service, fully loaded. There's no pool, but it's just overlooking the beach. And then she said to me, oh, well, I'd like a pool too. Now that's her wish list, and she's entitled to that 100%. And I told her that, like, you might just be used to the resort living, and like if she was to go on a resort for the month, it would be quite expensive. So there are some places that offer really cheap rent, but you do have to sacrifice a few things. Now, if you're willing to put in a couple of hundred more, I told her, like, that's a really low budget. She had 350. I told her I could get her a place that's a walk to the beach, but she said she also wants it safe, and she wants it to be in a gated community type of thing. So she gave me a big list. That's not possible. I just was like, listen, I'm like, I think she's just a little diluted when it comes to the real pricing here in the Dominican Republic. And a lot of people are. You guys are looking for really, really good deals that I can find, but you're not willing to sacrifice certain things. So, you can't get the beachfront and the pool property for just $350 a month. That's not possible. And not even 400 a month. Now you could probably get a nice studio here in Cabarete on Kite Beach, and I know one right now, a 3 bedroom, that is 1,200 a month. Another one for 1,000 a month, in Cabarete for a 3 bedroom on the beach with a pool. But you see, you would have to have a car because it's off in the distance a little bit here in Cabarete. Look, he looks like a little bat. Doesn't he look like a little bat? He's just a sweetie little facey. Look, praying. Are you praying? God bless you, little one. He's learning how to clean himself now. For those of you who don't know, I got him when he was 15 days old, and his mom couldn't feed him any longer, so I rescued him. Okay, so yeah, it's possible to get you a really, really nice luxury unit on the beach with a pool and everything, but you gotta pay a little bit more. Again, if you just want something, like if you could walk to the beach, this woman couldn't because she had a knee problem. So that's another factor. So if you guys want to walk to the beach, I could get you something with a private, not a private pool, a shared pool, walk to the beach for $400 a month. Not a problem at all. Furnished with cable TV and everything. It's not a problem at all. But what would be a problem is expecting so much more. For those of you who are wondering, this is what 100 pesos looks like in the Dominican Republic. And 100 pesos is roughly 2 American bucks. Here, yeah, it's possible. Now, have the prices really gone down a lot? I would say they've gone down more when you're buying. Rent is more, it's kind of going back that, and then it just kind of, went back again when people came in. But what's happening is a lot of people are selling. I have even a friend of mine who wanted to sell before quarantine in Casa Linda, and now she is getting so many interested people. Look, he's learning how to scratch. So many interested people that she's even surprised because a lot of you guys are ready to buy now, and it's going down at least by a couple of thousand when it comes to buying. But again, if you're looking to come for a long term and you want a long term rental, that's totally possible as well. And Meeches RD says, "Hi, Cerise, mini Noche." Oh, I know, right? Look at him. But Noche will have nothing to do with them. Whoops. Where is he going? Oh, I don't want to run. I don't want him to run off the bed. Come here. Come on. Come on, sweetheart. Come on, baby. Come on. Oh, hold on 1 second. Doing my laundry. Things done. Hola. Hola. I thought someone was calling me. There's Noche. Noche. Okay, guys. I don't know. I thought someone was calling me, but clearly nobody was calling me. And I gotta get this little guy before he falls. Rent, you let me know. If you guys want to buy, let me know. The prices are going down. You can get something really good. And it's the owner contacted me and told me that I couldn't put it at the low price because the agency that is also has it as an ad. I can't say the agency's name. I'm going to have to speak to someone first. The agency contacted the owner and said to the owner, change the number. Like, she can't put it lower than what we have it listed as. So that was kind of exciting and also a little troubling, because exciting that this huge company here is watching my videos, but a little troubling that they would hustle the owner and say that they're going to remove the listing if I have it listed for less. So I'm not a real estate agent, but the owner was like, because you're not a real estate agent and you're not going to be doing all those real estate fees, we can cut costs and make sure that, you can sell it less. Thing would be removed from that agency. I worked with the owner and I said, I understand. It's a tough market here. And people who are real estate agents, and they do that for their job all the time, the last thing they want is some woman coming in and, right? So before, there was no problem at all. Now, and there's 2 in 1 week, the same company. And then they contacted another owner and they told the owner, excuse me, they told the owner, okay, Cerise is listing this, that's fine, but you need to tell her to put it down put it up more. Like, it's listed at a more expensive price from those people. And I like my rock bottom prices. I like charging people a lot less because you guys are coming to property, and flipping a property here is not easy. It's difficult. The reason why is because it's not a seller's market, it's a buyer's market. People come down here, and you got to be sure what you want your property for. Do you want it for an investment property where you are going to have it as passive income? As because anything could happen if you're living abroad, you're going to need a management company to take care of your place for you. Little things can happen all the time, like what happened in my apartment today. That's why my whole apartment is just all disarray right now because downstairs flooded. Not my apartment. Downstairs flooded, and it's all leaking, and they had to come up here, and now they had to like drill a whole bunch of stuff up here on the ground and take up some tiles and everything like that just so nothing would leak. And right now I have no water at all, and it's like 5 o'clock and 6 o'clock, and I'm not able to get a hold of the landlord. Right, so those little things do happen, and if you're a person that takes on a lot of stress, like, and you don't handle stress easily, then maybe an investment property is not cool for you if you don't have the proper management company taking care of your property while you're gone. In that case, you could use the investment as a vacation home. And if you're a person that goes on vacation a lot and this is your favorite place to come to, then it just makes sense for you to buy something and you use it maybe as your retirement property in the future. And so if you're looking to buy and flip, I've heard a couple people say, yeah, I just want to buy a fixer upper and flip it. That fixer upper, you can definitely fix it up very nicely at a very good cost here as well. Speak to a few people that really know what they're doing. I have some builders that I work with that really know what they're doing, and they're not going to give you the gringo prices. And you can definitely after that try to sell it, but don't look to try to sell it for the same prices that you would sell it in North America or anywhere else, because people come here to look for the cheap real estate. And that is, it's kind of like a win-win situation for people who just want to buy and rent and also have a vacation property. So it's a win-win situation for that type of mentality. But for the people who are looking to come here and just, buy and flip, right now is not the time for that. It's possible to do it, and it's possible to make money on it. Absolutely. I'm not trying to deter any that is in Canada and America. Now, can you get cheaper rent here? Definitely. How? You rent from the Dominicans. Like, don't be afraid. I don't live in a gated community. I live and I have a gate, and it's very safe. But I've done the gated communities, and they just because they're gated, it doesn't mean they're so safe. Have it safe. And she's like, "Oh, I just don't feel comfortable with that." And I'm like, "You do realize that is it's like a false sense of security. That's where you're gonna put all your stuff in a safe on the wall. Anyone can just walk in and carry it out. It's not like it's a part of the wall. It's just kind of in the wall." And not only that, sometimes safes can be broken into. Someone listening? I'm waiting for landlord for a payment from a motor concho. That's why I keep looking out. I'm waiting for a payment from a motor concho to come drop off a landlord payment for one of my tenants. So that's why I'm preoccupied a little bit, and that's why I just wanted to come on live quickly and just share with you guys, for those of you who are really interested in buying, those of you who are really interested in renting. I would say right now too, if you are the type of person that likes to rent, does want a passive income, why don't you just come down here, find a really nice place, fix it up like a place for rent, fix it up and sub rent it. See if you can do anything with that. Then that way you don't have to worry about all of the pipes and all. I'm already doing that for a couple of people, and they're so grateful for it. They're so thankful because I help them to find really inexpensive units. And a lot of the landlords here that are Dominican, they're just like, hey, rent out the place. I want this much for the place, and yeah, and you might have to, get them down a little bit lower, but that's not a problem right now. Especially if you tell them you're going to rent it out long term. I have my clients that come here for like 3 months, 6 months, sometimes just a month, but I have people that are contacting me now for a year leases, which are really, really exciting. Well, they've always been contacting for year leases, but now families are coming. I'm talking about moms and dads that are making the lifestyle change with their families, children, and dogs. They're bringing down everyone, the whole entire family, everything in their kitchen except for their kitchen sink. And I'm like, wow, this is just so inspiring that so many people are coming down here like this in droves. So, guys, your options are A, buy, B, build, C, rent, sublease. For me, I think for you to rent a place and then sublease it might be your best bet if you are on a limited income, if you don't really have a lot of passive income coming in, and you don't really want the worry and the stress of having to replace everything. Like today, I have no water, but I've gotten used to the water issues in the Dominican Republic. I moved so many times, and even today I went to go look at a place because I'm like, I don't want these water issues. They're supposed to put in hot water for me like this weekend. They're supposed to put in an extra bomba for me this weekend, and now with this issue, all in my apartment is a mess. Like, it's okay though. I mean, you just have to flow with certain things and have certain understanding that, you know, it's a developing country and different things are going to happen. That's all. Now, when it does come to rent, I would encourage you guys to, again, don't just look in the gated communities unless you're looking for a private pool and you have the extra money, or unless a pool for you is the ticket, the breaker, right? But if you don't need a pool and you still like the beach and you want to walk to the beach, then there's such a sense of security in the gated areas. And there's not always that sense of security now with quarantine, but all hours of the night usually, and with different people from all around the world and everything all up in your area. So it doesn't necessarily equal safety. Of course, there is an added safety feature with the guard in the front and the gun. But if you have a lot of cages out front and your windows are barred and you're a person that minds your own business, no one's going to mind your business for you. And you could be a little, hey, hey, here's a hero. His name's Hero. Yes, he's a tiny little guy, but he's eating well and he's peeing and he's pooing now. So, um, we're going to watch him grow. I was afraid because it seemed like he had a little bit of pneumonia. And I researched on the internet and on YouTube. It said that you have to be very careful feeding them bottles, lungs. And it's not really a good thing. So I was worried about him for like about a good week, actually. And I just wanted to make sure that he was strong. And you can see him. He is strong. Look at him. Little guy. Uh, please leave my ear alone. See. Okay, St. J. Hey, St. J. How you doing? Martin. Deal that you get, right? Renting is good. Renting is very, very good. And then we also have Stallion. Oh no, JVM. Poor puppy, please leave my ear alone. This puppy loves his ears rubbed. Look, he loves it. He goes to sleep like that usually, but he's just on a power trip right now. He's just trying to get over to the other side of the bed so he can try to somehow flow down and shimmy down onto the floor. I gotta keep him safe and keep him occupied. All right. Hello, Cerise, to you after hours. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Taxi cab drivers usually are permitted to drive after hours as well, especially with some of the flights coming in. I have a client coming in 1 o'clock in the morning from Santiago this Saturday, so it's important for him to be picked up, right? Definitely do that. It's not a problem. Very professional as well. And so, yeah, guys, I just want in Sosua, and it really is personal preference. I have a lot of my clients choosing to come to Cabarete now because they can be close to me and I can help them out. Sorry, guys, I didn't turn off my notifications. I'm always busy, and some of you guys, when you do come, you want to be thorough, and not all times can I do that, but I do provide guides. So you can rent a guide for the day and they will take you to all the hot spots that are in Cabarete. They can take you to some rivers, they can take and show you around so you can get everything going and you feel really, really safe. And then you get here. Once you get here, you spread your wings, and it only should take you about one day of feeling comfort. Maybe 2 days for some of you that are, coming alone and you're just a little nervous. But once you get to the grocery store, once you buy your groceries, and once you understand the difference between a colmado, which is a corner store, and the grocery store, and the different prices, and you get to know your way around the neighborhood, then you are going to feel at home, like really. And it is a beautiful place for people just to come and relax. And if you have an income all the time, you can really live a good life here. You don't need a lot of money each month to survive either, especially if you get a nice rental place that's low cost. There's different issues that could happen. So let me take Hero off the bed. Okay, now let me show you guys what happened today in my kitchen. Right here is all the stuff from under my sink. Yeah, like in all that dirt and everything is getting everywhere because over here there's a leak and it's going all the way downstairs. So they might have to come back tomorrow and pick all this up as well. So that's a lot to do, I think, for a landlord. And if you in the United States or Canada, again, you're going to have to get yourself a really trustworthy management company that's not going to tell you it costs more to fix something than what it does and all that stuff. So renting is good. Buying is great. Home or a vacation spot, right? And again, you want it and sell it and make a few $1,000. It's totally possible, but it's also a little difficult. Just in general. So guys, I would really encourage you to look at all the spots, take a look at my videos, and take a look at what you like. There's some apartments that I'll be putting up in the next couple of days that are going for really cheap, like in the 300s and the 200s. All you have to do is just go buy furniture for it. If you really want to fix it up and have a nice vacation spot, a couple of $100 a month, $300 a month is not so bad at all. You know what I'm saying? It's good for the person who wants to just relax. Again, if you want a passive income, just rent it out to people. But in any case, guys, this was just going to be a fast video to let you all know that yeah, the prices are going down a slight bit, but I always like to keep them cheap and reasonable for you. But again, everybody is selling now. Are they selling at cheaper prices? Well, it's negotiable. So the price that you see is not always the price that it's going to go for. Okay, it could go a lot lower. So they're not going to just go out there and be desperate and say, okay, I'm going to be selling my place that was for $70,000 before quarantine. I'm going to sell it now for $50,000. Like, they're not going to come out that desperate. But you have to just use your common sense. Work with me as well. And we just, get people right down as far as we can. No one wants to let go of their income property at a cheap price either. But this is the time for them to actually do it, especially with the world all around and the housing market all around the world being what it is. So give me a shout, 829-702-7726, and we can get you guys a property. Now, doesn't this look like a mural in front of me? Like, the only way you can really see it's a real beach is if you look at the waves rolling in. How beautiful is that? Like, it's so picturesque. You guys can be on a nice, hey, Popo in the house. Oh no, it's no Popo. But yeah, you guys can definitely come and live a good life and hang out and be well. All right, 829-702-7726.